now we're looking at Max Payne and Friends by XCOPY. Just a bit of background on XCOPY, okay? And this is like an OG in the space, like you have no idea. Like you don't get more OG than XCOPY, all right? He first of all was sending transcripts and requests to galleries that he's got in 2013, begging them to let him sell digital art through their platforms. Okay, from 2013, okay, 9 years ago, XCOPY was seeing what the people in the space are seeing now, and that alone is just absolutely incredible. And he's the only artist that I know of, and I've tried to research, and I can't find any others that started his art career in digital art. So all the other artists that we're seeing, and this is not FUD to any of them at all, but all of them started as physical artists and then went into the digital space. XCOPY started as a digital artist and then went into the physical space. So this is his thing. You do not get a more OG artist in the space than XCOPY at all. He's also been on and is featured on Super Rare, which is very, very difficult to get on. His highest sale of his physical art has been $7 million. But the most famous sale that he had was to of a physical art piece was to Snoop Dogg, who paid $3.9 million for one of his artworks. Okay, he dropped this on Nifty Gateway, which we're seeing is going to happen with Ferocious next week or so. So Ferocious is like a year in the space and following in XCOPY's footsteps. Amazing artist, very distinct also Ferocious, but he's the new kid on the block, right? Whereas XCOPY is really, really the GOAT in the space. And it's, again, not fighting Ferocious. Everyone's got their time and their space. But it dropped on Nifty. XCOPY has had 4 previous successful drops on Nifty in the past, and his artwork is very, very distinct. Just jump on here. So there's also been a lot of talk here about, so he dropped something on his Twitter. Let's just go to his Twitter. Oh, where's it? Yeah. Like a cryptic message saying, you don't think I'm just going to leave it as it is, meaning that like people, we're not mainstream until we see right-click save. What he was basically, I want to show you his art on here as well. What he was basically saying is that he plans on these being almost a placeholder for something really, really special to come, one of ones and whatever. And we did see after that announcement a huge spike in the price to 2 ETH or about 2.5 ETH. They were $1,000, by the way, on Nifty Gateway, just so that you know, which is about 0.3 ETH or somewhere around there. But yeah, I mean, I've got this on my to-watch list as far as potentially buying in. It's just to have a piece of XCOPY, who's such an OG in the space. You can't go wrong. And I'm actually less risky these days. I'm less degen, believe it or not, maybe because the market's been so slow. But I'd much rather invest 1 ETH in this than I would in a Baitverse, for an example, or any brand new project which doesn't have a docs team and we don't know what's happening. So just to show you just some of his art and his style, and again, it's very, very recognizable. There he did an MFA, but very, very distinct. Always has these eyes like you've been looking at the computer forever, almost like you're freaking out or buzzing out or whatever they call it when you take too much acid. But very, very cool, very distinct. So nice to see him on OpenSea now. So he did launch it on Nifty, but you can transact through OpenSea here. Can't believe someone accepted an offer of 0.5. I've got to do more offers, guys. That is just ridiculous. I mean, even if you're desperate, just list it at 0.95 and it will sell immediately. Very, very strange. Anyway, a very exciting drop, really exciting, and one that I've got my eye on for sure, and that I would be honored to own. And if I was sitting with more ETH at this stage, there's so many opportunities. This is definitely one of them.